Islamophobia is not recognized in the Danish context. This Minister of Integration actually came out with this quote, which is focused on the dowry with the Muslim woman's meher. In Islamic tradition, the meher, the dowry, is seen as something to benefit the woman. There's something wrong in the minister's understanding of what the dowry is, because he is presenting it as a way of, as if the woman is being sold to the man. There's a discrepancy in his understanding of what meher is, but it doesn't matter what he's pinpointing. What he's trying to do is increase the problematization of, or making Muslim lives seem problematic, down to their very personal relationships with their spouses. And what he's leading up to is a new campaign by the government and a new bill that's being proposed. Now, the bill will not try to ban the dowry, because that they won't be able to have any oversight over that. But what they will do is increase the monitoring of mosques and imams specifically, and see how they engage with their Muslim congregation in matters of marriage and divorce specifically. If they suspect an imam will try to mediate a divorce, that in itself may become illegal with this current bill that's being proposed. We don't know exactly how it's going to be framed, but they've been talking about potentially giving a sentence, a jail sentence for these imams that do conduct marriage and divorce counseling, and up to 3 years. And if they're not Danish citizens, they are considering deporting these imams. The Danish government, or the Danish laws, prevent the government from making laws specifically addressing the Muslim population. So they won't ever be able to say niqab is banned. What they will be able to say is that the covering your face will be banned. So we know now they will have to phrase it in a way that doesn't address directly the Muslim population, but we know that their intention with whatever bill that they're presenting is to make Muslims' lives, Muslims' relationships more difficult. Now, they can't ban the Muslim marriage contract, but they can say that even informal agreements made with an imam present in a consultation will be banned. But they will not say that imams, they will say all religious groups. So that's the way they kind of wiggle around the addressing the Muslim population directly. Indirectly, it is supposed to hit the Muslim population hardest. Watch out for Muslim women particularly, because they are victims of violent Muslim men who try to reduce and restrict their freedoms of relationships, of friendships, of romantic relationships. So this is like the framework. What I mean by surveillance is that it's not your direct, like a video camera of the government actually looking into our lives, but it's this heightened awareness from the government, from politicians, the way they speak about Muslims and Muslims' lives, and how that trickles down to everyday life.
They say that we are oppressed, yet we are not, and they have not any proof that we are oppressed or that any women in Denmark are forced to wear it. They say we are a threat to the nation's security, yet niqab has never been any means to committing any crime at all.
There's a clear case of Islamophobia in political rhetoric. It's so mainstream. It often goes unnoticed.
No one shall tell me what to wear, so why shall they tell them what they want to wear?
Within the Danish context, the concept of Islamophobia is non-existent. You can't deny, no matter how much the integration minister is proposing this bill and proposing this campaign as a way of liberating Muslim women, because the integration minister has said that women, Muslim women who look like me, are oppressed by not only their husbands and their fathers, but also their imams. So the way that the government is leading up to it is by saying, oh, the Muslim women need to be saved and they need to have this liberation from their communities. But no liberation has ever come from the top down. It's never been that way. And it's never been in a way where the woman's agency is completely derived from her and taken away and given to people in power. So right now, the integration minister will decide who I get to talk to if I ever consider a divorce. And he gets to decide if I should be promoted to have sex before marriage. That's not a call that he should make. And this conversation is happening between him and mosques and imams, completely cutting out Muslim women's own agency and voices in this matter.
Everyone has an opinion of why we wear it. Everyone has an opinion of how we live our lives, why we choose to wear it, and so on. But unfortunately, everyone talked about us and no one actually talked to us or listened to it.
They're addressing with this bill imams and fathers, specifically parents of Muslim women, but they're saying it in the rhetoric that this is about liberating the Muslim woman. It's the quintessential Orientalist trope of the white man wanting to save the brown woman from the brown man. And they say it with a straight face.
And I would just like to educate the politicians and say that, we are actually strong, independent women who are fighting for their right to keep wearing what they want to wear. And that we won't give up. I mean, as long as they try to discriminate us and as long as they are making use of this hateful rhetoric, we're just gonna get stronger and we're just gonna hold on to our niqab and our identity even more. So this kind of rhetoric and this racist discourse is not doing any good for the politicians or the country.